Now, my credit is shot. Is this in-house financing?
Yeah, so I wasn't going to make payments on a car that I couldn't use anymore, so...
It's car loans again today. Bad credit, high-risk auto financing, stupid decisions, and terrible advice.
I was on the website on autotrader.com. I came across this 2013 Cadillac STS.
Vehicle's still available.
Is there any damage?
Prior damage or at the moment?
Any physical damage, or is there anything wrong under the hood?
There's no issue with the vehicle. It's been inspected and maintained by our mechanic.
Gotcha. The other question I had, now this is because what my credit looks like right now, it's not great. I want to put down half of it because it's $5,000.
It's going for $10,000. So you want to put $5,000 down? We'll work with you.
When I'm looking at, I don't know how many you guys have, it says 5,000.
It's a trade-in vehicle. We selling it as is. It's not for financing. It's cash offer only. We never inspect that vehicle. We never went through it mechanical. I do have another vehicle. It's ready to go with no issue. There's a XTS and ATS. And if you have $2,000-$3,000, we also work with you on financing those vehicles.
The buyer wants a $5,000 car, half down, which is the cash price as is. And instead of talking about that deal, the dealer immediately pivots to 2 other cars he can finance, which of course will be more expensive.
How much did you say the other one is?
I believe the XTS is going for $10,000 and the ATS is going for $8,000. Both of them are 2013.
For the X, how many miles?
131.
131, 10,000. Okay.
How far are you from our location?
I'm in Ruskin, probably like an hour.
Okay, give or take, yes. Would you like to come in for this drive?
Might come in. I'm just, like looking around for like right now, trying to get rid of debt and stuff like that. And I know the interest rates more than likely be sky high. So I didn't want to get into something else that's going to take a long time to pay off.
I do have the ATS. It's going for cheaper.
You said 8,000, right?
It's going for $7,500 actually. They just dropped $500 today on it.
And you said it's an ATS?
Yes, sir. Pretty much same, but a little bit smaller, Ed.
He says he's trying to pay down his debt, but he's also shopping for a car at the same time. Those 2 goals don't usually line up, especially when financing is involved. You don't get ahead by adding a new payment while trying to eliminate the old ones.
Okay, I think I might be seeing the one you're talking about. Now, my credit is shot. Is this in-house financing?
Yeah, we do in-house finance. Yeah, we have in-house finance program and buy here, pay here program. Do you have a reposition in your credit history?
No.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Would you like to come in today for this drive?
Yeah, I think I might do that.
What time is good for you?
I'm going to head out now. I guess like within an hour.
Okay, perfect. I will schedule you at just 4:30.
Yeah, that works. What time do you guys close?
We close at 6:30.
Like I said, with even though like I said, I don't have a repossession or anything like that. I can do 2,000 down.
2,500, you said?
I can do 2,000 down for sure.
Would you like to fill up the online application before you come in, or when you want to come in and test drive it, then we can fill up the application here?
To make it worse, it's not traditional bank financing. It's in-house buy here, pay here. That usually means higher interest, fewer protections, and terms that heavily favor the dealer. And this is how people end up with low credit scores in the first place, or stuck in debt even when they're trying to get out of it.
It's been a struggle to get approved, and I don't have a lot to put down, so...
Talk to me, why has it been a struggle to get approved?
Because I have a past repo. I know I put in a credit application. I was wondering what that came back with.
Yeah, of course. Let me see here. All right, I have the application here. No one's actually per se ran it yet. Let me have it printed out. What kind of car was it when you were driving?
It was a 2012 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Did that car last you at all, or no?
It got hit by a tractor trailer, and the insurance company didn't want to pay it out because they never found the tractor trailer that hit it.
That's terrible.
So, yeah, so I wasn't going to make payments on a car that I couldn't use anymore, so it's been like an ongoing thing.
Can't make payments on a car you don't have. I understand that one, brother. As far as a pay stub and a license, you have your license?
I have an ID.
Okay, that's fine. And then what are you looking to put down, brother?
Around 1,000 to 1,200, something like that.
Okay, all right. Listen, I'll try and make this happen for you, brother.
Whether the car is usable or not, the loan still exists. The loan and the insurance claim are 2 separate things. You keep paying the loan and deal with the insurance issue separately. The moment you stop paying, you're not fixing the problem. You're creating a new one.
Is there anything else on the credit? Do you have like any credit cards right now? A kickoff account, a Chime, builder card, anything at all?
When I went to another place to apply, they said my credit score is about a 580. They said I have a car paid off already on there, and then I have like credit cards that I've paid on time or whatever. They said the only negative thing on there is the repo.
And then as far as car, you're saying you're open, but I mean, if I come back and tell you, hey, I got this 2018 Nissan Versa, is that something you're open to?
Depends on the payments and all that. I mean, I'd rather, if I have to make payments on something, I'd rather have something, nice, you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah, that makes sense, right? But I think right now we may just need to have to pay for some just to reestablish. I'm looking for a car to date rather than marry. So let me work on this for you, but I'm gonna send you a text message. Just shoot over a text with that picture, that ID, and that most recent pay stub. I'll check this out for you. All right.
I hate when dealers talk about car loans as establishing credit. He doesn't need to establish it. He just needs to take care of the loan and give it time. Negative marks age, their impact fades, especially when they're outweighed by consistent on-time payments. You don't need to take on a car loan to do that.
It's coming back that those bank statements are a little bit too old. Can you send me October to November and November to December?
I can, because I went on vacation. I didn't work for a month.
I got you. So I'm going to talk with them. We're going to work it out.
Yeah. Them 2 months I took off because I worked all year.
Gotcha.
When you take time off, your income might be fine long-term, but on paper it looks unstable. Even a short break from work can look like a red flag when applying for credit.
All right, so they're working on that for you right now. You may get a text message from one of the banks. Just fill out that link really quickly. It's just going to upload some information, and then they'll move from there, okay? All right. So right now, that just got submitted. We got an answer back. That one bank in particular,
Yeah.
they didn't get the best answer. Okay. We're going to try with everybody else. I'm still going to get that answer from.
Okay.
Would you happen to have anybody that can co-sign?
I don't even want to go through that.
You know what I'll say? You don't even have to like the person, but they'll save you $200-300 a month.
Yeah, but the only thing about it, I'm going through that now. And man, my girlfriend broke up, and the car I got is expired. My registration expired. Now I got to go through her, and she mad at me. I got to go through her.
It's a process there. I get
So
you.
I don't even want to go that route.
I heard
If it ain't in my name,
So at the moment, we would need some kind of co-signer.
I got to go my route.
If there's any updates, just give me a call. I'll be glad to help you out.
Lenders don't care why the income gap exists. They care that it exists. Without recent pay stubs, the risk shifts to someone else, which is why a cosigner becomes a fallback. From a lender's perspective, a break in income is uncertainty, and uncertainty is exactly what cosigners are meant to absorb.
The worst thing you can do is go to a dealership and buy a car with no down payment. Hear me out. Last year, I was so desperate for a car. I ended up going to a dealership and I seen a Jeep that I wanted. I think the Jeep was about $35,000. At first, they told me they couldn't approve me because my credit was too low. I think it was like a 580. At that point, I had been at the dealership for so long and I wasn't going to leave without a vehicle. The salesperson finally crunched some numbers and I got approved. By the time I went to the finance manager, he said, "Oh, you've been approved, but you got to pay $1,050. I was so mad, y'all, but I was like, can I really afford $1,050 for a car note every month? But in my head, I was like, I don't care what gotta give. I'm not leaving here without a vehicle.
I've had a couple videos from Shay on this channel before, but she explains a little bit more in this one. I'm not leaving without a car usually leads to accepting terms you haven't fully thought through, especially when the payment is 4 figures and credit is already weak. That's how people end up with payments they regret.
So he worked some numbers and he was like, okay, I knocked the 100 out, so all you gotta pay is $950 a month. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even have to put any money down. They asked me how much I had. I said 0. My APR was a 25%. It was a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it was an 80th edition model. And I think I had about 40,000 miles on it, but I'm not sure. And I had already set up my insurance. I had to pay $400 that day before I could even drive out the lot with the vehicle. And before y'all come at me with these comments, I know I did wrong, but I was vehicleless. I was stuck at the house. I couldn't even show up to my kids' events.
She questions $1,050 a month. The dealer brings it down to $950 and she accepts. $100 difference on a loan with a 25% rate. The focus was on the monthly number, even though it barely changed. Feeling like you need a car doesn't automatically make it a good decision. Urgency shouldn't change the math.
It made me so depressed. So I was like, I'm leaving this car lot with a vehicle. I sat on it for like 3 weeks and I was like, I can't afford it. I went up in there with a hope and a dream. But after I sat on it, I was like, I can't afford this. That's one of my paychecks, and then I'm still going to have to figure it out with my next paycheck on how I'm going to pay my bills. That vehicle got repoed because I couldn't afford it. And I've had 2 repos in the past, but I let them get repoed because I couldn't afford to fix the vehicle. So before you go to a dealership, make sure you have at least a down payment because they say it's against the law to put a down payment on a vehicle. But in the end, I promise it really helped.
The against the law part, I have no idea what she's talking about. How do you not know that 50% of your monthly income is way too much for a car payment? The funny thing is her video is all about down payments and how you should put money down. But even if she put 50% down, it would still be too much for her income.
This is one of the most important things no one tells you about buying a car, especially if you look at advice online. In fact, if you look online for what you should do when buying a car, especially your first car, everyone and their grandma will tell you that you should not ever have a car payment. They'll say, get a cheap, used, reliable beater for like $5K, which really doesn't really exist anymore unless you get lucky and you're buying from a private seller. But regardless, they'll tell you to buy some super old 15, 20-year-old car with 100,000+ miles, and that's the best way to do it. And it looks enticing because the price tag is so cheap, but if you're not careful, if that car was not maintained good and you don't know exactly what you're getting into, you could be looking at repairs and maintenance within a couple of months that might cost thousands of dollars.
I come across quite a few clips like this. I've had quite a few vehicles over the years, new and used. The used ones didn't cost more to maintain. I can't even think of one major repair. That doesn't mean it's the same for everyone. Things can happen, but higher payments aren't a guarantee of fewer problems.
Having a car payment is not inherently bad. It's not. People will always tell you that. They'll tell you that you should never do it, but it's not bad. And it can even help you build some credit. A lot of the times it's worth buying that more expensive, that newer, maybe more reliable, safer car with more features like a backup cam and less miles than trying to cheap out and have a car that you have paid off so you have no car payments, but it's basically on its last leg and can die and need a new transmission or engine or something like that at any given moment.
The issue isn't the new car itself. It's the payment that comes with it. There's nothing wrong with wanting a new car. The problem is people are paying too much for them. That money should be going towards savings, debt reduction, or actually getting ahead. If you want to see more, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.